Alright, going into Game 4 here of the clan war between Team EVO and Clan cLS. We saw EVO Mind take the last two games for Team EVO. And now we have our new challenger, cLS ADJ. I'm just going to call him Ad for the rest of the game. So we are going to see a TVT matchup on Lost Temple, guys. Ad spawning up here in the 12 o'clock position, with Mind spawning in the 2 o'clock position. So this will be a close position matchup, and let's see how it plays out. Darian in the chat saying Adj has this match. Let's see what Mind can do. It is currently 2-1 in favor of EVO. So there's not too terribly much to talk about. cLS is Colombian something StarCraft. You can see them over at clancls.com. And Team EVO is sponsored by Gamers Abyss. So go check them out over on gamersabyss.net. Go check out their sponsor and all that. And for all of you guys watching the video right now, you can see me on my live stream at JustinTV/DavidHills76. So right now, pretty mirrored builds. Got the 1 racks refinery, pretty typical TVT. Let's see if either player goes for the Iacoic build. Looks like Mind has scouted just a slight bit earlier. So Mind is going to know that he is either over here or in close positions. So let's see. Let's see where our SCV takes us. And oh, there is the SCV. So what is Mind going to think? Is he going to think they're up here, sending his scout a little late? When he gets up here, he is going to find out. Meanwhile, Adj does not know. He sees that SCV coming from that position and may think that they're in close positions. So quite long scouting routes for both players. But EVO Mind going to find out first. Meanwhile, Mind making, yes, very mirrored match builds right now. Not too much deviance. But yes, this Marine is going to deny scouting privileges to Mind if he gets out. Yes. Is he going to see that factory? I wonder if he saw that factory. So both players doing quite a mirror build right now. Are we going to see an Iacoic type matchup, or are we going to see the typical old TVT matchups of Siege Tank versus Vikings? We shall see. Mind, a very good Terran player. I've seen him play many matchups in my casting career. Very versatile, very good at transitioning. Not too familiar with Adj, but so far looks like he's playing quite well. Let's look at the APM tabs. Very high APMs. Both players are very adept at this game. Just because it's high doesn't mean they're good, but still, the faster you can spam, the faster you can macro, is my belief. So it looks like Adj is going to go for the 1-1-1 build, not going to opt for the Iacoic build of 2 factories. This is, I actually saw on Team Liquid, someone came up with a good counter to the Iacoic build, and that is to go for the 1-1-1 build and do a transition. Meanwhile, over in EVO Mind's base, we do see the 1-1-1 build going on as well, so it looks like we're not going to see the Iacoic build right now. And someone, Darian, saying we'll check his site if he saw it. Well, I believe that he did see it. The SCV was about right here, so he saw it being built. It was right here. He saw it being built, but did he click on it or not to see what it was? That is the question. So we're going to see that Starport going to the Tech Lab. Oh, we are going to see some Banshee play from Adj. Let's see what Mind does. Meanwhile, oh my gosh, both players going Cloak Banshee. So very mirrored matchup at the 6-minute mark. Except it doesn't look like Mind has a Banshee on the way. Meanwhile, Adj does. So Adj is going to have the advantage here, getting that Banshee out sooner. Adj playing quite well, doing very good with his minerals. This bunker going up, going to go down. Both players, this player building a bunker, both kind of expecting some push, but they're not going to see it. So let's see what happens. Who does the Banshee first? So this Banshee does pop out for Adj. Let's see how Mind responds to it. With close air positions, that was probably good call from both players. And so yes, there is the Banshee coming in. And meanwhile, with that Banshee, Adge will see that Mind is going for Banshees as well. Raven coming out for Mind, so he was saving up resources to get that Raven out. Very good call. We don't see a Raven on the way for Adge, but we do see a Viking. But that Cloaked Banshee is about to come out for Mind, so he's going to do a little harass. There is a missile turret up in the base, though. Very good call by Adge. And so let's see what this Viking can do. Can the Banshee cloak? It cannot. It's... Will we see the cloak? Will it cloak? Will it cloak? Gonna cloak. Very nice. Very nice timing by Mind. Just saving that Banshee. Meanwhile, this Banshee floating into the base over here. Gonna see that command center gonna go up. Adge going to harass it just a little bit. Just saying, hey buddy, I know that expansion's coming up. So missile turret's not up in the base of Mind yet. What is he thinking? Marine's doing the best. There's the scan. Will the Banshee go down? Doesn't look like it. So that Banshee will live to harass another day. And I believe the Banshee for Mind has gone down. I don't see it floating around anywhere in Adge's base. And so where is that pesky little Banshee for Adge? Did it go down? Oh gosh, I've been missing all the action for my viewers. And so yes, we see another barracks. Oh, and let's see when this expansion goes up, because... Oh, okay, Adge is just building it here. I thought he might have already had it up. Another Raven on the way. Are we going to see some Raven harass in the base of Adge by Mind? Oh, look at that. It's like a thing you can't see. That's cool. Oh, I'm just going to point out to you guys, if you ever want to hide an SCV on your opponent's base when he spawns at this 12 o'clock position, right here is the perfect spot to do that. You can hide an SCV, and if they don't have health bars on, they will not see it right there. Just a cool little fun fact for you. Oh, this Cloaked Banshee right here. Going to take out that SCV, but that Raven is going to spot it, and that Viking will take it down. And so yes, this command center is done, and EVO Mind is going to gear up to take that expansion. Meanwhile, this one's about to go up. So nice call by Adge. Can go ahead and start mining minerals from that a lot sooner. But it is going to go down. Let's see the SCV transfer. And so EVO Mind transferring into Siege Tank play, as well as Adge getting the stem up. Does Adge have stem out? He should, but he doesn't. No stem for Adge, but opting to do a little bit of a push here. And let's see how it goes. 2 siege tanks moving out to control this Elnaga tower and siege up. Very nice map control by Mind. And so yes, we are going to transition into the siege tank Viking play. These siege tanks are going to take up a lot of those incoming Marines for Adge. Yes, it was a close one for Adge. These siege tanks are going to opt to siege up at this Elnaga tower, so both players probably going to go for the macro game. I wouldn't be surprised to see them both take their golds very quickly. Yes, in fact, Adge is going to gear up to take down those destructible rocks. Very nicely played. Very nicely played. So we are going to see a macro TVT. No surprise there with the transition into the siege tank Viking play. And so Mind going to go ahead and get the +1 upgrade sooner. Just now getting the Ravens out over here for Adge. I believe if Mind did some Banshee harass right now, he would be pretty darn successful. Because we don't see any of those +1 upgrades. And Stem is late, and Stem is about to come out for Mind. So let's see. Sensor Tower on the way. Very good call. I always like that Sensor Tower to kind of, you know, watch the drops up along in this region. And that Raven will help against those Banshees, cloaking them just in case they decide to take out some siege tanks in the midst of battle. So very good call by both players, getting those Ravens out. So pretty mirrored build by both players. Let's see if we see some drop play or any such shenanigans like that. And my dogs are fighting. Hey, stop it. One of you go out, one of you stay in. And so yes, I do like this sensor tower placement. It will give Mind quite enough time to respond to any drops. And yes, he is going to gear up to take that gold as well. And Adge just waiting for the perfect time to throw down that command center right there. And, you know, yes, let's look at the units tab. And there is the expansion coming up. Well, yeah, we see 48 harvesters for Adge to 40 for Mind. And let's look at that army tab. 105 to 88, very nicely done by Adge. Adge could probably push and win. Oh, and we are going to see some drop play by Adge coming in through the left side. Probably going to try to drop here where the sensor tower is not up. Cannot see. So we see one of those medevacs with 2 siege tanks in it, the other full of marines. Both players opting to get that sensor tower. And I believe Adge going to scout to see if that gold expo is up, which it is not. He is going to scout that, see no SCVs. Oh, is he going to drop on the high ground? I believe he will. He's going to siege those tanks up as close to the edge as possible. Let's see how Mind responds to this. He does have that command center up in his base. Let's open that production tab up. Both players doing very mirrored builds. This is not going to be good for Mind. Doesn't have the high ground advantage. Going to have to scan. Going to have to march an army up. Going to lose a lot of resources trying to take that out. Those SCVs are going to go down. Very nice placement by Adge. Over half the mineral line there. Oh, and the siege tank will get fired on. Uh-oh, not good. Adge playing very good drop game right now. Let's see how Mind responds. If Mind doesn't do something quick, he's going to gear up and go ahead and take this gold while he deals with that. So very good economic call by Mind there to go and take that gold. Meanwhile, we're going to see this army. We're going to see a split army move out from Adge. Adge probably going to gear up and take 1 gold. Try to take that gold expo, and this army going to move in over here on the natural and push up into the main. So Mind in a tough spot right now. Let's see how he plays. Let's see how he handles this. Kudoku saying this might be GG for Mind. I might be inclined to agree with that one. So he did eventually clean up that drop, but right now it's not looking too good for Mind. He does have quite a bit of SCVs in here. SCVs quite good against siege tanks, can disassemble them, but not looking good for Mind. We're going to see the GG here any second now, I'm sure. Going to go ahead and warp that into an orbital command. Yes, not enough production facilities in the base of Mind. So EVO not confident that Mind can pull this one off. Oh, look at all the marines coming out. So Mind might still be in this. He does have the gold, but I believe Adge can pull it off because he's been running on the gold much longer, just now getting it up and running. It seems just working off of mules. So Mind might still be in this, but that natural is gone. But Adge doing a very good job of keeping the contain up. Looks like he's going to keep the pressure on Mind, and Mind is going to march into this expo unnoticed by the army of Adge. Uh-oh, this could not be good for Adge. Mind doing everything he can to make a comeback here. This army going to march up and do some contain. Meanwhile, Mind just using mules on this gold, producing some SCVs as well. Let's see what Mind can do. So very nice. Mind has done a very good job of holding this off. The siege tank's going to go into a battle here. Mind going to give his tank vision. Going to drop that turret. Very nice turret placement. So Mind playing a very good game right here, making sure he is not completely down and out. Meanwhile, Adge got his marines up on the high ground here. Meanwhile, Mind running off of mostly mules on this gold expo, and Adge is going to gear up and take another one as well. Supply depot and halted production for Adge, as well as more production facilities out. Yes, if Mind does want to stay in this game, he is going to need more production facilities, and that is what I like to see, making more factories, more barracks, more command centers, and got the dual engineering bay for double upgrades. We do see that Mind does have the upgrade game on lock with the 1-1. Let's see what upgrades. Yes, so Mind does have the armor upgrade. Meanwhile, Adge does not. So a lot of siege tanks out in the middle of the field for Adge. Adge does have the positional advantage here. And let's see what this army does. Adge does know about this expo, I believe. He should know about that expo. He doesn't know about that expo. That could be potentially dangerous. If he lets Mind run off that expo for long enough, it could be GG there. Because Mind could make quite a significant comeback. I believe Mind is going to gear up and take that island expo. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Adge do that as well with that command center he's building by the gold expo. Uh-oh. A lot of siege tanks coming out for... This could be GG. Yes, and I believe this might be GG for Mind. Adge might take this game. But still, Adge does not know about this expo that Mind's running off of. Probably wondering where he's getting all the income from. He should be thinking that anyway. All these siege tanks are going to gear up. This expo is going to go down once again. So about all Mind has is to take the Island Expo. Would be lucky to get some drops off because he doesn't have too much defending his base. I believe I do agree with Kudoku. He did quite lose the game a while ago. So not going to be good for Mind. Looks like Mind is going to be GGing out here any second now. I did say that before though, and he did hold it off. Meanwhile, this command center going to float very, very slowly over to the island. And there is the GG.